America's Pop Culture Trivia Show.
Check it out.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. With Joe Parisi.
This is episode 69 of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. Thank you so much for downloading this episode. My name's Joe Parisi. Over the next 15 minutes or so, we're going to get into some fun pop culture trivia. As always, I've got it broken out into 3 very fast-paced rounds, 7 questions in each of the 3 rounds, with just 5 seconds between questions to think of those answers. So you got to be super quick. You kind of either know it or you don't. But the cool thing, at the end of this 15-minute, 20-minute episode, you're going to be reminded of all kinds of cool pop culture stuff you completely forgot about. And then you've got something to go entertain yourself with on YouTube for the next couple of days. The rounds are going to go as follows. Round 1 is going to be movies. Round 2 is going to be horror. And round 3 is going to be music. Good luck. Now let's play.
Round 1.
Okay, round 1 is all about movies. Here we go. Question 1. The 3rd highest grossing film of the year 2000 starred Tom Hanks, Helen Hunt, and a volleyball. Name the film. Question 2. A documentary film focusing on the lives of pro wrestlers outside the ring. In particular, Mick Foley, Jake the Snake Roberts, and Terry Funk. Name the film. Question 3. In what action heist film does Nicolas Cage play a character named Memphis Reigns? Question 4. He played Tom Hagen in The Godfather, Max Mercy in The Natural, Martin Prendergast in Falling Down, and Buck Weston in Kicking and Screaming. Name the actor. Question 5. In the 1991 movie The Addams Family and its 1993 sequel, this actress played Wednesday Addams. Name the actress. Question 6. Before her massive television fame, this actress appeared as one of the main characters in the 1987 Masters of the Universe film. Also, Cocoon: The Return. She also had a recurring role as Lauren Miller, the girlfriend of Alex P. Keaton on Family Ties. Name the actress. And question 7. Ron Howard directed How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which was a huge hit in the year 2000, raking in $349 million. In the film, Jim Carrey played the Grinch. Name the Academy Award-winning actor who is the film's narrator. That's going to do it for round number 1. Couple of tough ones, couple of easy ones. Let's find out how you did. Here's your answers. Question 1. The 3rd highest grossing film of the year 2000 starred Tom Hanks, Helen Hunt, and a volleyball. Name the film. That is Castaway, a film that would go on to make $429 million. Question 2. A documentary film focusing on the lives of professional wrestlers outside the ring, in particular Mick Foley, Jake the Snake Roberts, and Terry Funk. Name the film. That's a wonderful documentary called Beyond the Mat. Question 3. In what action heist film does Nicolas Cage play a character named Memphis Reigns? That's Gone in 60 Seconds. Question 4. He played Tom Hagen in The Godfather, Max Mercy in The Natural, Martin Prendergast in Falling Down, and Buck Weston in Kicking and Screaming. Name the actor. That's Robert Duvall. Question 5. In the 1991 movie The Addams Family and its 1993 sequel, this actress played Wednesday Addams. Name the actress. That is Christina Ricci, who was fantastic in that role. Question 6. Before her massive television fame, this actress appeared as one of the main characters in the 1987 Masters of the Universe film. Remember that? Dolph Lundgren was He-Man. She was also in Cocoon: The Return, and she had a recurring role as Lauren Miller, the girlfriend of Alex P. Keaton on Family Ties. Name the actress. Courtney Cox. Question 7. Ron Howard directed How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which was another big hit film in the year 2000. It raked in $349 million. In the film, Jim Carrey plays the Grinch. Name the Academy Award-winning actor who is the film's narrator. That is Hannibal Lecter himself, Anthony Hopkins.
Round 2.
Okay, round 2 is all about the horror genre. Question number 1. Which of these horror franchises was the first to appear in theaters? Your choices are Halloween, Friday the 13th, or A Nightmare on Elm Street. Which franchise was the first to appear in theaters? Question 2. From 2001, a brother and sister driving home through isolated countryside for spring break encounter a flesh-eating creature which is in the midst of a ritualistic eating spree. Justin Long stars in this film. Name the film. Question 3. In Stephen King's It from 1990, name the actor who played Pennywise the Clown. Question 4. What is the name of the new Adam Sandler Halloween film that debuted on Netflix in October of 2020? What is that called? Question number 5. Some kids find that a hole in their backyard is basically a portal to hell in this 1987 horror film. This was the first film that Stephen Dorff ever appeared in. He was 14 years old at the time. Name the film. Question 6. Actor Tony Todd played the title character in this 1992 horror film. In the film, if you say the title character's name 5 times to a mirror, he will appear. Name the film. And question 7. After the success of the movie Gremlins, a lot of films featuring scary little creatures came along. In 1991, a young Leonardo DiCaprio appeared in one of these films. In what creature horror film franchise did Leonardo DiCaprio appear in 1991? That's going to wrap up round number 2, all about horror. Let's see how you did. Question 1. Which of these horror franchises was the first to appear in theaters? Your choices were Halloween, Friday the 13th, or A Nightmare on Elm Street. All of them have had many, many sequels. The first to hit theaters was Halloween. The original Halloween film hit theaters October 27th, 1978. Friday the 13th was released in 1980. Nightmare on Elm Street hit theaters in 1984. Question 2. From 2001, a brother and sister driving home through isolated countryside for spring break encounter a flesh-eating creature which is in the midst of a ritualistic eating spree. Justin Long stars in this film. Name the film. That's Jeepers Creepers. Question 3. In Stephen King's It from 1990, name the actor who played Pennywise the Clown. That is Tim Curry. You may remember that was not a theatrical release. The 1990 It was a 2-night television special. Question 4. What is the name of that new Adam Sandler Halloween film that debuted on Netflix in October of 2020? It's called Hubie Halloween. I've watched it a couple of times now with my son. He loves it. I'm going to say it's pretty good. A lot of great Easter eggs and throwbacks to previous Happy Madison films. He's doing the voice that he's done like a million times, which I think everybody's seen enough now, but overall entertaining movie. Question number 5. Some kids find that a hole in their backyard is basically a portal to hell in this 1987 horror film. This was the first film that Stephen Dorff appeared in. He was 14 years old at the time. Name the film. That's a cult classic movie called The Gate. Question 6. Actor Tony Todd played the title character in this 1992 horror film. In the film, if you say the title character's name 5 times to a mirror, he will appear. Name the film. Candyman. And question 7. After the success of the movie Gremlins, a lot of films featuring scary little creatures came along. In 1991, a young Leonardo DiCaprio appeared in one of these films. In what creature horror film franchise did Leonardo DiCaprio appear back in 1991? The answer is Critters. Leo was in Critters 3. And so was Christian and Joseph Cousins. You may not know that name, but they were twins, child actors. They were identical twins. They played Dominic in Kindergarten Cop. Christian Cousins was a fantastic guest on my other podcast, The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi. If you'd like to look that up. Fascinating story. He talked mostly about Kindergarten Cop. That's what the episode was about. But we did get into Critters quite a bit. Fascinating interview with a very successful child actor. If you're into the 80s and 90s television and cinema, a lot of the stuff I talk about on this show, you would probably enjoy the other podcast I do, which is The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi. I track down people who were in movies like Ghoulies 2 and Killer Clowns from Outer Space and do long-form interviews and just reminisce and talk about these awesome old films and TV shows. Check it out. Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi, available anywhere you get your podcasts. Round number 3 coming up.
Round 3.
Okay, for our third and final round, we're talking about music. A lot of older alternative stuff coming your way. Question 1. In 2001, this alternative rock band had a breakout hit called Crawling in the Dark. They followed it up with an even more successful single called Running Away. Name the band. Question 2. From the soundtrack to the 1994 Disney film The Lion King, name the artist behind the Academy Award-winning song Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Question 3. Because You Love Me and It's All Coming Back to Me Now were both big hits in 1996. For what artist? Question 4. Come On Barbie, Let's Go Party. Released in May 1997, the song Barbie Girl became a worldwide hit for this Danish pop group. Name the group behind Barbie Girl. Question 5. Headed for the 90s, living in the Wild Wild West. In 1988, this group had a #1 hit with their debut single, Wild Wild West. Name the group. Question 6. Hey, where did we go? Days when the rains came. You know those lyrics. Name the artist behind the 1967 song, Brown Eyed Girl. Final question, question 7. Following the breakup of Jane's Addiction, this band was formed with Perry Farrell on vocals. They had a hit alternative rock song in 1993 called Pets, and another in 1996 called Tahitian Moon. Name the band. Okay, guys, that's going to do it. If you had a perfect score going into the music round, let's see if you can cap off a perfect score of 21 out of 21. Here we go. Question 1. In 2001, this alternative rock band had a breakout hit song called Crawling in the Dark. They followed it up with an even more successful single called Running Away. Name the band. That is Hoobastank. Remember them? They're still around. Question 2. From the soundtrack to the 1994 Disney film The Lion King, name the artist behind the Academy Award-winning song Can You Feel the Love Tonight? That's Elton John. Question 3. Because You Love Me and It's All Coming Back to Me Now were both big hits in 1996 for what artist? Celine Dion. Question 4. Come On Barbie, Let's Go Party. Released in May 1997, the song Barbie Girl became a worldwide hit for this Danish pop group. Name the group behind Barbie Girl. That's Aqua. Question 5. Headed for the 90s, living in the Wild Wild West. In 1988, this group had a #1 hit with their debut single, Wild Wild West. Name the group. That was the Escape Club. Question 6. Hey, where did we go? Days when the rains came. Name the artist behind the 1967 song, Brown Eyed Girl. That's Van Morrison. And question 7. Following the breakup of Jane's Addiction, this band was formed with Perry Farrell on vocals. They had a hit alternative rock song in 1993 called Pets, and another in 1996 called Tahitian Moon. Name the band. That is Porno for Pyros. Perry Farrell, their lead singer, is the guy who created Lollapalooza. How about that? My name is Joe Parisi. This has been episode number 69 of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. And I got a fun little announcement. It's kind of goofy. Perhaps you have heard of Quibi. It's this digital platform like a Netflix or a Hulu. You know, it's its own platform, but it's only available on cell phones. Okay, so there's a show that debuted this week as I'm sitting here recording this in late October. A show called Murder Unboxed debuted on Monday of this week. You can find me in Season 1, Episode 1. It is a murder documentary show, and in that episode of Murder Unboxed, I play the murderer in like the reenactments and stuff. It was a fun little thing. It filmed here in St. Louis, Missouri. A local company was the production company that created the show and produced it. Shot it months and months ago, and it finally came out on Monday. That was my big my big news. And then 48 hours later, Quibi announced that they are shutting down the platform altogether. It's been such a enormous failure. They're just pulling the plug. So Who knows how long it will be available, but you can you can get like a free trial of Quibi if you want to check it out. Murder Unboxed, Season 1, Episode 1. I'm the guy doing the killing up on that show. Now, did I kill the whole platform? Well, that's debatable. That is debatable at this point. I'm not incredibly confident with my acting skills, but I can't take the whole blame for this. You know, they had $2 billion. That's what they raised, $2 billion in startup capital, launched in April, and here we are in October, and they said, we're done. We're out of here. It's a strange story. There's a lot of stuff from like a business standpoint, a marketing standpoint, a lot of lessons to be learned as this whole story unfolds. But anyway, I am thrilled to have been a part of Quibi and Murder Unboxed. Guys, that's going to do it for this episode of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. Don't forget, my other podcast is out there too. If you're looking for some fun time killers, The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi, available anywhere. Deep dives with your favorite actors from movies of the 80s and 90s and 80s and 90s television shows. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. I'll see you guys later. Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for listening.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show
with Joe Parisi.